Pixel Yaka, brand new character. Nako huni nako, Pixel Yaka.
Nako huni nako, Pixel Yaka. Pixel drill.
Pixel bust. Wom wom wom. So, hi guys. We're doing a discussion video. This is going to be about playable characters in Project Sonic 2017 other than Sonic.
And
Thoughts?
Sonic.
Yes.
Other than both Sonics, because what the fuck? We did that already. Hello? We need a little sausage in our soup.
I mean,
What
do
the
you think
fuck?
it could happen? Do you think like there could actually be more playable characters other than just Sonic?
I was expecting it this year to be the game. Like, I was expecting this game to be that bitch where they'd finally... Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. Pixel
Pixel
I'm sorry. I completely got off track. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, I'm composed. I'm fine. I thought because that's been something that a lot of people have really wanted for a while. A very long time. If you're talking technical years, it's been 10, because in a sense of the Sonic games that are canon and actually play somewhat like a Sonic game, 06 was the last one to do it. You know, Unleashed was 08, and then we had just Sonic and the Werehog, and then 2010 was Colors or whatever, and I know you can argue Black Knight, which was 09, but that was like sword, like swinging gameplay.
It was
and
a
stuff.
spin-off. It doesn't really count, to be honest.
And
Although
if
it was
people really want
cool.
to, if people do want to include that, fine, you got me there. But either way, 2009 to 2016 of still just being Sonic, even that's still bad. I mean, it's not as bad as 06 to 2016, but that's still a very long time. And you know, when you develop characters like they developed them throughout the years, you can't just write them out like that. And I know there's gonna be those people who are like, oh, but they were in generations, remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember, honey. I remember them having a few lines, but
I remember Sonic being in a white background for like 70% of the game.
yeah, and when you'd save their friends, they would say like one word of bullshit that we didn't need to know.
One word of bullshit.
Like Vector's like, I got a hunch someone's controlling that monster. And Sonic just like nods his fucking head, like he doesn't even say anything.
I always found those cutscenes so awkward because, like,
They
literally
are!
after that, Sonic doesn't say anything.
He
just,
never
like,
says
nods
a
his
word.
head
He just
or
nods his head or gives
smiles.
the thumbs up. Like, what the fuck, bitch? Open your mouth.
I think my favorite one is just like the one where it's just like modern Sonic, and like when he saves Rouge, he just makes this grin and then nothing else happens.
Yeah, she's like, thanks, Big Blue. And then he, like, puts his hand on his hip, and he, like, swings to the left. And then, and then that's it. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, it's like I feel like they don't even know how to use the characters anymore, which really sucks. Which is why...
So do you feel like they have a chance to appear in
I
the
really
next
thought
Sonic
this
game?
year was going to have other characters, because people have been crying out for that shit for so long now. And this game has had, I think, some of the longest development time in Sonic history. 06 to Unleashed is a 2-year gap, and if what I think about game production, if what I'm saying is correct, they would have had about 2.5, maybe 3 years for Unleashed. And look how that shit turned out. Whether you like it or not, that game is polished AF, okay? And there's there's a shitload of production quality put into it. It's just such a quality game. And this game that we're waiting for next year has had longer than Unleashed, I believe, because Lost World was the last Sonic Team game to come out. They probably wrapped up production for the most part in late 2012, and then throughout 2013, they revealed it and just polished it up a little bit. That's probably all they did in 2013. So let's just say it ended in 2012. That means at the end of 2013, that's when they probably started planning the next game, which apparently was the one they said was supposed to come out in 2015 on Wii U and Next Gen. I don't know if that was confirmed true or not, because remember that sign that like the Toy Fair put up, and it was like Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, whatever, and then it said new 2015 title TBA or whatever.
Oh yeah, you know what? I feel like
Sega
at one point was probably planning that. They're like, okay, we're making a 2015 game, and then the next day we're gonna pull Colors and Generations, guys. Then like they realized, wait, we want to make a good game for once.
So I mean, that could have been the case, or people can say, well, I don't know. I don't know because they're skipping this year, the anniversary year, which is really weird because this is the first year we haven't had a game.
Yeah, they haven't missed a year so far.
Ever.
Like even 06, they rushed it just to get it out on that year.
Exactly, and I mean, I still like that game. It's fantastic. But
yeah.
Oh my god, this is the first year, and I know people will say like, "Oh, Fire and Ice is coming out this year." Bitch, that is not developed by Sonic Team. I don't care. So this is the first year they're skipping out on it. So I don't know. Generations, they wanted it for the anniversary. And let's say this next game was supposed to come out in 2015. That was obviously last year, so it would have been out by now. So for them to delay it, not even until the anniversary year, but until the year after that, I don't know. I feel like they did something in the process and they needed a lot more time, such as possibly wanting to include more characters. And if not other characters, another Sonic, that being Dreamcast Sonic, which is a really popular topic in regards to Project 2017. Like, there's that one guy who has the thumbnail of like, who's the third Sonic?
Oh my god, the clickbait dude. Who's
yeah,
like, who is that third character?
Yeah, he like came out of nowhere. He has like 200,000 views on that video. Like, no one knows who that is. Like people are like, oh, because due to the rule of thirds, that basically means that there's another Sonic. Like, no. And I know I sound like I'm against the idea of a third Sonic, which is 100% not the case. I would love it if Dreamcast Sonic came back, voiced by Ryan Drummond and all, like, but I just don't see why they wouldn't have revealed that in the first trailer, you know? Like, that seems like something they would want to initially show off.
Exactly.
To make
it seems
even
like an
more
initial
hype.
reveal, just like a hype thing, really. Like,
Exactly.
I don't see a point in like a revealing like halfway through development. Okay, great, you kept this a secret. Okay, why didn't you do this for the CGI trailer that you were putting all your money into?
Exactly. That's why I don't understand why people think Dreamcast Sonic is in it. Like, okay, it's fine to think that he might be. I do. I think he might be. But people are deadass going like, oh no, he is here because of the rule of thirds and because of the third robot mech that was in the trailer, which, you know, isn't interesting.
That was the stupidest thing ever. They could have had like whatever amount of robots they had, but really
Exactly.
3? It's always 3 with the fucking Sonic fans. Oh my god, 3 robots. This means this game is SA3.
Even though Azuka clearly fucking said, this is not sequel. It is
Not
brand
sequel.
new experience.
It's not sequel. It's prequel to Sonic Adventure 4.
That's actually a good play on words if they wanted to make it SA3. That's actually not that bad.
I still think people would think Azuka was retarded if that actually turned out to be the case.
I told you, it was not sequel. It is prequel to Sonic Adventure 4. That would actually be really funny if that was the case. I know it's not, but that's just that would just be really funny because technically he wouldn't have lied. I mean, it's not a sequel then.
Okay, the thing is about when I think of multiple characters in Project Sonic 2017 is that they have such a big focus on Sonic and classic Sonic as a dynamic again. I feel like Modern's gonna take full 3D this time. And Classic's just gonna stay 2D. But you know, I feel like that's the way they're going with the game. I don't see them adding another character in because that's gonna mean another gameplay style.
Exactly, and the thing that just throws me off with that is how they've focused on the fact that it isn't a sequel. So, it's not Sonic Generations 2. If it was Sonic Generations 2, that means it'd have to play like Sonic Generations 1. Meaning, modern Sonic would have to be 2D, 2.5D, 3D, and Classic would just have to be 2D. So, for it to be a brand new experience, what the fuck would just Classic and just Modern be? And
that
how
is
would,
a really
how
good
would it
point.
how would it be so different to the point where it can't be considered Generations 2 if it doesn't play similarly, but it has the same 2 characters?
You know what? You brought up a really good point. The whole brand new experience thing. Like, we have no idea what the fuck that means. Like,
Exactly.
Like, a brand new experience could mean anything, honestly. And but you know, by what we see modern Sonic do in the trailer, it looks like it's modern Sonic.
It just
Classic
looks like
Sonic
normal
looks-
boosting gameplay. He's sliding, he's quick stepping, he's running super fucking fast.
Exactly.
It
Unless
just, it looks like the boost engine.
Exactly. I don't see how this is gonna be a brand new experience unless it's gonna be like on not a gameplay scale, but like on a tone scale, like, you know, like the whole world overall, the kind of feel of the levels. I don't know if they're trying to go for that, but you know, obviously in the trailer they showed everything they kind of wanted to tease. They showed classic Sonic, they showed modern Sonic. You know, he's boosting. Classic Sonic is all classic E. You know, like I don't know, like when they show off those characters, like, well, I'm not seeing anything new. I'm not seeing Sonic, like, fucking on a lasso or some shit like that. or like, classic Sonic using, like, Pixel Yacker.
Pixel Yacker! But, like, something that a lot of people, including myself, I actually noticed it the first time we saw the trailer at the House of Blues. I noticed it instantly, is classic Sonic does a boost. He breaks the sound barrier, which is exactly what happens
back to this whole
when you
classic
boost.
Sonic boost thing. I feel like it's not a boost, considering. All right, so the Sonic Generations teaser trailer. So there's Sonic, and then he looks at classic Sonic. Classic looks at modern, and then they both run. You hear the boost sound effect. That's been done before, where classic Sonic is shown to just kind of like accelerate like that, but it's not like an actual boost. I feel like they're just doing that to show off his speed, because I feel like once they change the classic gameplay like that, it's not classic Sonic. Like, you're not just gonna be like, it's classic Sonic, he boosts now! Like, you know.
Hold on, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to look at the teaser trailer for Generations, just because I don't remember there being a boost sound when they run forward. I'm not saying you're wrong, I just want to make sure, because I know they run towards the camera. Oh shit, I haven't seen this trailer in forever. God damn, I was so excited. Okay, so... Oh shit, you're right. There was a boost. But that could have just been for modern. Oh, but then you can make the same argument for the 2017 trailer.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. It's just a really weird detail to add the sound barrier breaking for classic Sonic, which is what happens when you press X and you boost. You see the little, like, explosion.
Yeah, but I just don't see them giving classic Sonic a boost, because then again, what's the point of bringing in classic Sonic if he's not gonna play like him? You know,
to make a brand new experience. It's classic Sonic, but there's a twist. And here's the thing. Here's a way they could do it. They could, and be ready for this. This is a pretty fucking. This is a game changer. Oh wow, my voice just cracked. This is a game changer. What if Project 2017 has continuity from another game, you know? So let's think back to the way Generations ended. Classic Sonic jumps in the air. I don't know if that's a boost or if it's a homing attack that he tries to do.
I feel like it's an air dash.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, because he has the little, like, aura around him, but then he fucks up and then he falls, you know, whatever. So what if he, like, in the meantime, practices that and he gets it down and he learns how to boost? So let's just say that's the case, and there's continuity, which would be really fucking cool if they did, by the way, just saying. And then he could have his full 2D gameplay, but then you're like, oh, but it would be boosting, so what's the difference between modern? First of all, modern could be full 3D, which is kind of a big difference if you think about it, because going from 2D to 3D in Generations, it feels like you're playing something completely different. So, because they can do a lot more in terms of level design with 3D, obviously. So, if they wanted to give 2D, I almost said 2D Sonic, classic Sonic a boost, it could honestly play similar to Sonic Rush, which was the first game to do a boost in 2D, which was fantastic, you know? So
that's true, but you know,
it could work in a sense of it could play somewhat like Sonic Rush just because it's 2D and boosting. But I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's just I feel like they would just be much better off adding more characters than just like they can keep the formula from Generations, but just add more. You know, they've had plenty of time to figure it out. Figure out an engine that people wouldn't complain about. Example, treasure hunting for Knuckles and Rouge. They wouldn't have to do that. They could just make a full 3D, like, more exploration than just get to the goal ring. They could have you in, like, the best way I can describe it is like a sandbox area. So there is a goal ring, but instead of the levels being longer, Picture like a square. No, a rectangle. The rectangle is modern Sonic's level. You go farther because he's faster, so he can travel farther. Now picture, say, if Knuckles was playable. His level isn't a rectangle, it's more so a really big square. So you're in like a giant square area where it's kind of like a hub world, sort of, but it's a level.
So it's more of an exploration, go to the goal stage.
Yeah, and it's,
like
nothing people would complain about because there's no treasure hunting involved or anything.
Exactly.
I feel like that could definitely work if they wanted to bring Knuckles back, or Rouge, or anybody really. Tails too. He can fly.
Yeah. Although I just feel like if they were gonna bring in multiple characters and that was gonna be part of the game, they probably would have shown it already.
Exactly, and that goes back to what we were saying before about the whole a brand new experience could be Dreamcast Sonic. I feel like if they really wanted to hype up this game initially, and they did a great job doing it, I just feel like if they were planning on adding something that people have been asking for like that, they would have definitely wanted to show it by now.
Like, here's how I would have imagined if they were going to do playable characters. Like, you know, it would have been it would have had Join the Resistance, okay? It would have appeared there, and then we're like faded out. It would have cut to like a shot of Sonic's friends, and then it'd just be like 2017. I feel like they would have done that if they were going to feature Sonic's friends in like more of a gameplay kind of standard thing, because Join the Resistance could mean fucking anything. I just feel like it's more like join Sonic and his baby brother.
It could just be them just trying to think of a really cool, edgy saying to hype the game up, like join the Resistance, join Classic Sonic, Classic Tails, and Tails. That's the Resistance. Which would be very disappointing.
I would hate the world if that happened.
I really hope that's not the case, but it could very well be Sega or Sonic Team just saying that's the Resistance. I mean, and you know, there could be other characters, and I would be fine if other characters were in the game and they actually had a point. I'm looking at you, Knuckles and Amy in Lost World. And they actually had a point to the story and everything. If they weren't playable, I'd be like, okay, I'd rather them be playable. But, you know, if they're just in the game, give them lines, give them a purpose, and I'll be fine. You know, that's all anybody's been asking for. They just want to see Knuckles pointful again, and Shadow even.
That's true. How about let's switch up this. Let's instead of going with playable characters, let's just talk about what kind of characters we'd see in this game. Who do you think would be featured prominently and like actually have some sort of connection to the story? Because I know Knuckles and Amy would pretty much be a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
But, you know, what kind of role do you think they could have in this game?
It's hard to say because we haven't seen them use them ever since, like I said, 06 or Black Knight. So it's hard to see how they would fit in, even with just the people who like make the games now. We haven't seen them use the characters properly.
Exactly.
Which really sucks, but
it's just been a lack of plot, which leads to a lack of characters.
Exactly, because a Sonic and Tails story is very simple. You can get away with it by just leaving it like that. But if you want to incorporate Knuckles and actually have him have a point, or maybe not Knuckles, maybe somebody like Shadow or something, or Silver. Remember him?
Shadow's a little bit more complicated. Well, Silver, I don't know if we could see Silver. Like, I mean, I could see this whole destroyed world thing, but like,
yeah, people
that would be so
like
overplayed. That'd be so overplayed. Like, if Silver literally came back, like, Sonic, the world's destroyed, and like, I'm like, okay.
It's like, how is that brand new? Like, it happened in Unleashed. It happened almost in SA2. It always happens. Oh, exactly. Okay. What if they took their intentions from Generations and wanted to do that in this Generations sequel, spiritual sequel, I meant to say.
Spiritual sequel.
So they took all the intentions they wanted to do. Like, Eggman actually, just like he said he wanted to do in not Unleashed, and that's a good game. Generations, you know how he's like, I'm gonna undo my previous defeats, but he doesn't do fucking shit. He literally just sits there and like
literally
fingers
adds
himself.
Shit to the timeline.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. So let's just say he actually does undo his defeats. So that's why the world is all fucked up. Because you have to think about it. Sonic never really let the world get all fucked up like that. He always stops Eggman in time. And I know in Unleashed he broke the planet apart, but nothing really devastating happened to the city. And it looks like it's been that way for a while in the trailer. Because if you pause at the right time, right when Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic like boost forward, It looks like there's a gate that was built by somebody. Say
exactly. I think
there was like tires on the ground and like barbed wire. So it looks like it's been that way for quite a while. So it's not like that just happened. It looks like that has been that way for a while. Meaning,
yeah. So like you're saying
back,
like you're saying like Sonic has been trying to fight off this force for a while now. Like it's just been happening to places around the world.
It would have just happened all at once because. Well, I don't know. Time travel is a very sensitive subject with
I don't want to deal with time travel. If the next game is about time travel, I'm going to, like...
Make sure you take that out of the video. don't include that.
Okay, but, like, in terms of... I feel like it's going to be more impactful if it's, like, Sonic has been trying to fight off these robots for a while now. Like, Eggman 1... Basically, he's destroying parts of the world. It's always happening. Like, there's a resistance. Like, you know, people are hiding around. They're, like, scared and all that shit. But, you know, like, it's been like this for a while. And Sonic's just trying to fight back these forces. But, like, it's not enough for him to handle on his own.
I would be really pissed off if Sonic actually realized he needed help for once. He was like, shit, I can't do this on my own. And Tails, you're fucking pointless. I
gotta bring in my little brother.
I would be really upset if his first instinct was to ask his little fucking brother for help before, like, Shadow or Knuckles, his friends that he's known. It's like, I picture, like, a cutscene where he's like, Tails, I can't do this on my own. Sonic, why don't we get our past selves? Good thinking. Instead of just going, hey, Knuckles, could you get your ass over here? I need some help. And he'd be like, okay,
yeah, where's
Sonic?
The Guardian of the Master Emerald? Where's that guy?
I would be really upset if his first idea when he needs help is to get his little cousin. Like,
I'm gonna need two of me to defeat Eggman.
I need my little cousin. This time his name is Sonic, just like me. And double the Sonic, double the fun. Some shit, I don't know. Fucking... Just bring someone back. Anybody, you know? Just anybody. Make it, like, different. Because it's every game for a while has been solo Sonic. Every time. And it's just... We need something new. We just need something new. I don't know what, but something. I'm not a game developer. I don't fucking know.
True.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I just came to this realization.
I was going back to the trailer. I want to rewatch it really quick.
So I just came to this realization right here. What if classic Sonic's timeline is not the same as modern's? Like, okay, so let's say classic Sonic is not okay, let's say if you met your future self, well, that's gonna fuck up the timeline right there, unless, you know, unless modern Sonic would already know all this stuff happened. But, you know, it obviously doesn't seem like he did. So what if going back, meeting classic Sonic, and he's jumping back in the portal, is just creating an alternate timeline? So classic Sonic is continuing on his own path, different from modern. So he doesn't experience adventure and all that. He experiences, like, different kind of stories. And that could also explain Mania. Like, you know, it's more like after, you know, he met modern Sonic, that somehow changed the timeline. The timelines are split right there. Classic Sonic is going on different stuff than modern went.
So you're saying the classic Sonic that left from Generations goes back, but instead of him going on to
it's not like a set path. It's not like
it's like a new one.
Yeah, it's not like because obviously, like, if your classic self would know that, all that stuff would happen in the modern one, because you'd be like, wait, I did this shit before. But, you know, it doesn't seem like that's repeating. So I feel like once he jumps in that portal, that changes the timeline. Sonic does not go into adventure. He goes on a separate path. Because think about it. Okay, so you know all the Eclipse Cannon and all that stuff. Eggman wouldn't be able to do most of this stuff. What?
Okay, you're gonna hate me. I don't know why. I just laughed at the word or the phrase Eclipse Cannon. I don't know why. It's not. It's not funny. I just fucking laughed because I'm sorry. Keep talking. I'm an idiot.
But okay, well, all right. So most of Eggman's plots revolve around Sonic, and to be honest, I feel like if Sonic wasn't there to kind of stop Eggman, some things wouldn't have happened. Because honestly, like, Sonic got all the Chaos Emeralds for Eggman to get Chaos to begin with.
True.
So
That's
if
very
Sonic went
true.
on something completely different, Adventure would not have happened in the way it did. Or might not have happened at all. So
That could be... I mean, I'm not saying this is what I think it is. It's just a possibility, because I don't know. This is, like, such a confusing game, but, like, really exciting, because it looks like it's going to have an actual story, because for it to not be Generations 2, but have Classic Sonic in it, exactly like Generations, there's got to be some sort of explanation for that, other than, oh, I needed help, so I brought him here.
yeah.
Like, or we're in a world where time doesn't exist, but my past self is there, just like like, it can't be that. So there's got to be some sort of reasoning to have Classic Sonic and Modern together, but it has to be different from Generations or something very simple, because if it was either of those two things that I just said, then it would likely be called Generations 2, which they've said they've been trying to make it clear it's not. It's not a sequel. It's a brand new experience.
Exactly.
So,
but, you know,
I
that
don't know what
tagline
it
could
could
be
be.
fucking anything. Like, even... What if Azuka's just playing with us? Isn't that just the fucking same game? Just reskin. He's like, yeah, brand new experience. New stage, guys. New stage.
The new experience is just that it's not past levels, it's original levels this time, but it's the same, like, gameplay, essentially.
This time, instead of Green Hill, Emerald Hill.
What the fuck? Did I just disconnect? Hello?
Huh? You're still here.
What the Oh, my capture card just turned itself off because it's a piece of garbage. Whatever, story of my life. So I've been rewatching the trailer, and people pointed this... I saw this on Twitter. I don't know if people are overlooking this or not, but
What?
the bricks that are... Or not the bricks, like the giant chunks of, like, debris that are thrown at Sonic when it's, like, that 2D camera perspective and he's, like, quick-stepping out of the way. They go... Like, I'm looking at it right now, I'm paused on it, and you're probably gonna have, like, the trailer playing in the background of this video or something. You can slow it down right here, and when he's moving out of the way, it shows, like, a blue piece, and then a red piece, and then a yellow piece, and then, like, you know, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, those colors. I don't fucking know if that was intentional, or if that was just a coincidence, but...
I don't know,
I mean,
because...
it could be Knuckles. Like, what? Okay, how about this? What if Knuckles is in this game, and so is Classic Knuckles?
And would they have
Yes.
any role in this game? And
They'd have to have some sort of importance to the plot. Oh my god, I'm a fucking genius. I'm
just waiting on Classic
Nope.
Shadow.
Nope, I'm a genius. No, I'm a genius. The game is gonna tie into Mania, where Classic Knuckles exists. Yes. And then they're all those three classics are going to be in Mania, and they're also going to be in Project 2017. I'm a genius.
So
You can thank me later.
So the characters in the game will be Modern Sonic, Classic Tails, and Classic Knuckles.
Modern Sonic. Well, each modern like, it's just gonna be like Generations, just with the inclusion of Knuckles. So the modern Knuckles and then Classic Knuckles.
Oh, okay. You know, I was actually gonna say something about that. Like, what if
That would be really
Mania
cool.
somehow tagged in, like somehow like was connected to Project 2017 in some
That
sort of
would
way?
that would be insanely cool. I was kind of
Like,
like,
think of it. What
joking
if
around
the
when I
end?
said
What
that,
if the end
but
of
it would be
Mania
really
is
cool.
like what if the end of Mania is like Sonic jumps into some weird portal and then he appears there? It just leaves on a very vague message. Like, let's say,
so like Mania ends on like kind of like you did get a satisfying ending, but it left a really big question, like what happens next. And
okay,
then,
I was thinking of something like this. Okay, so okay, the ending of the game is there. You defeat Eggman and all that. You're Supersonic or Hypersonic or whatever the fuck kind of form they let you do in the final part of the game. And so like then like Sonic goes on, then like and it says like thank you for playing now, and then you like see like a short clip of like Supersonic like flying really fast, goes into some portal, be like new adventures await or something like that. And then
I'd
like in
fucking
Mania,
slit my wrists right there.
and then in Mania, like Sonic appears out of that same fucking portal. Like it just like appears in like Project Sonic 2017. Like you see like Classic Sonic arrive out of that portal from Mania.
I would lose my shit.
Same.
I would like because you don't see them doing continuity like that anymore. So if they
Exactly.
connected two brand new games like that, especially because one comes out a couple months before, because Mania is spring, I think. Spring. So like maybe like April, and then Project 2017 is going to be, I want to say November, December. So that would be so cool if it ended on like kind of like a cliff, not really necessarily a cliffhanger.
It's like a satisfying ending, but it's like it leaves room for like Sonic goes on a new adventure, and it could either mean.
And I don't slay me for bringing this up, but kind of like Sonic 4 did at the end of episode 1. You had like the teaser of Metal Sonic, and then it said like to be continued. Maybe it wouldn't say to be continued, but it would just have something like that. So it's like, wait, what was that? Why was that there? And then it was like, oh, you get your question answered in a couple months. That's the okay. Sorry, ew, I'm so disgusting. That's the plot of Project 2017. That'd be
You being
really
disgusting?
fucking awesome.
That's the plot.
No, you bitch. The whatever I just said, I forgot what I said already. I'm an idiot.
Don't
Something
worry,
about, like,
I think I
Mania.
did too.
Mhm.
No, but you know, I could see that. That'd be awesome if they would somehow connect those games. Like in terms of Project 2017, we don't know anything about it. And that's like the weirdest thing. We got a full-length trailer, yet we don't even know what the name's called. We don't know what the gameplay is, and we don't know what the fuck is the game really.
Yeah.
For some reason we got a lot of information and none at the same time.
It's definitely a really weird experience with this game.
Maybe this is a brand new experience. Try to figure it out, you fucking asshole.
It's like this is the only trailer ever. They just they just released the game next.
Figure
at the
game
end of
out,
next
you
year.
smart people.
They just release it on like out of nowhere. They're like, by the way, guys, Project 2017 is available. Go to the store to find out what it's fucking called. Like it's the only trailer ever. They just don't want you to know anything. I'd kill myself.
What if it was actually called Sonic Resistance? You think they could actually be the title?
I know everybody thought that. I mean, I kind of thought that when I first saw Join the Resistance. I was expecting like a logo right after that slogan appeared on the
same.
trailer. I was expecting like Sonic Resistance or something. But then I didn't see it. I just saw Holiday 2017. I was like, oh, okay. And then I thought about it, and then I was like, it depends on if the next trailer, whenever it may be. I know Aaron was asked on like a live stream because he's really cool and he joins people's Sonic streams a lot on the Sonic account. People ask him questions. Somebody said like, when are we gonna get more stuff on Project 2017? And he was like, we love all the support and all the hype that the game has gotten or whatever, but he said just be patient and like don't expect anything too soon. So I think this was just the reveal, and then it's gonna be a while before we get anything else.
Exactly. Like I'm not seeing it.
Let's say the trailer doesn't say a game name again, which I don't really think is the case. I'm pretty sure it will have a name, but let's just say it doesn't, and we see the whole Join the Resistance tag again or something with the Resistance. That might further back that possibility of that name, but I think it might just be a little slogan. They're just trying to make the game seem like darker or whatever.
That's
or possibly
true.
the inclusion of Sonic's friends like we were talking about. Playable or not, maybe they are part of the game, they're part of the story, and they have
I'd be
like
all
a
for that. I'd
resistance or
be like,
something.
I mean, they don't need to be playable. I just want to see the characters being used again.
And interact with Sonic for once.
Exactly.
Like, when was the last time you saw Sonic actually pointfully talking to Rouge?
No, I don't remember.
Free Riders doesn't count.
Okay, well, like 2006.
That was 10 years ago. I was 8. I was 8 years old. Okay, so it would just be groundbreaking enough to see Sonic talking to these characters instead of fucking saving them and they say a sentence and he just gestures, you know?
Exactly.
It would be fucking insane. It would be a brand new experience. Azuka's right. It would be brand fucking new.
Oh man. I mean, Sonic recently hasn't been doing new stuff per se. In fact, Sonic is trying to aim for the more nostalgia more than ever now. Like, classic Sonic is everywhere, and you know, he's been promoted everywhere. Sonic is like Sega's kind of taking this kind of weird renaissance of just trying to like bring in the nostalgia. Like even Lost World Sonic, that was arguably the most classic Sonic we have seen with the modern design. Like he has the he has the old jump sound. He has the super peel out. He has that figure 8 run all the time. Badniks look like straight out of Sonic 1, like literally. Like Lost World has been the most classic modern game, and that's weird.
It's Lost. Fuck, can we not talk about that game? I can't. That game like gives me a headache. I can't even with it. I don't like it at all.
When do you think we're gonna see more 2017 stuff, like news at all?
I was thinking Gamescom, but that just happened, so obviously we didn't get anything. And I don't think there's anything in terms of events this year. I mean, I think there's the Sonic party that they have every Thanksgiving in Japan, and then I think they always have one like in December. I know they revealed Sonic
I don't see
Runners,
anything.
and they actually revealed Project 2017 at one of those Japanese parties in June. Remember, it was like Project Sonic 2017. Nobody knew what it was. They were like, oh, we'll hear more about that at the party. That's literally what the trailer is called. So it was right there in front of us. Nobody just really thought that much into it. People thought it was, I mean, people knew it was the next game, but we didn't know that was actually what they were calling it or whatever. So they did show something at that party in Japan. And I believe there's one like in December this year, where I think there's always one in December.
Yeah,
and they revealed Sonic Runners at the one 2 years ago or whatever, and I know that
thing is that's a mobile game. I don't see them revealing something so big at that like generic party that, you know, honestly, I feel like I don't even know about it. I feel like it's kind of a small event. I don't feel like it's gonna bring that huge impact.
Which is why I was saying I don't think there's gonna be anything. I'm just saying those are the only two Sonic related events that I know are still happening this year. There's the one for Thanksgiving, then the one in December. So I don't think anything in those two. So I'm not expecting anything involving Project 2017 until 2017, which does kind of suck seeing how it's only August right now. It's about to be September.
We have a long way to go. Like I'm not seeing, like, here's how I see it. I see possibly like a logo reveal maybe around February, and you know, maybe March we'll get just some news or something like that, and then like around May or April we're gonna get our first gameplay trailer. So you know, it's just gonna like go more in depth to a little bit of the story, and it's just gonna show us the gameplay, and it's just gonna reveal it to us. Then like after that we're gonna get, you know, a couple screenshots, maybe a second trailer before the game releases, and you know, that's how things are gonna play out, you know. Yeah, kind of similar to how they market their other games. But you know, Project Sonic 2017 has been one of their most secret projects that they've ever worked on, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get leaked, because I know Generations got leaked. Like, everybody... I remember there was a huge rumor where it was like, oh, they're remaking levels... I almost said levels. They're remaking levels from past Sonic games, and it's going to be redone in the modern engine. And literally, what the fuck was Generations? Exactly that. So... And then I think they revealed Unleashed on accident, actually. Like,
what?
I've... Hold on, let me look this up. I'm pretty sure... they like showed something off on accident, and people knew about Unleashed. Like people knew about the name Sonic Unleashed before they wanted it to be.
You know at the party for Sonic Mania, they accidentally like revealed the logo before the trailer.
I know. That really, that really sucks, because people were like watching the trailer and everything, but they kind of knew. They were like, "Oh, it's called Sonic Mania." You know,
yeah.
Like, it really sucks that there were those issues.
Us though, we were like legit. We're like, the fuck is this?
Oh
like,
yeah, we didn't know, because we were standing outside. We were watching this trailer, and we were like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome."
Actually, we didn't even get an introduction. Like it was like a few seconds. We were like, the party started, then all of a sudden the trailer started. They were like, "Oh shit, we're still outside."
So fucking, we just pulled out our phones. We were all watching it. Wait, where is it? 20. I can't find it, but I don't know if it was on... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of 06. 06 was revealed or released to the public before they wanted it to be, because there was that Close the Doors event, but some asshole recorded it and then uploaded it.
Yeah.
That, you know, that trailer where he's, like, running in Kingdom Valley?
Dude, that trailer was fucking awesome.
That was so cool.
Like, they should have made that public.
Yeah, that was like a closed door event or whatever. It was like Kyokyo event, or it was some Japanese thing, and some asshole recorded it. and released it to the public. So pretty much we knew about every Sonic game before they wanted us to, except for this one this year, which is surprising because every single time we've pretty much known about it before we should have been. I mean, maybe Lost World. I don't
Well,
think
who
people
fucking
expected-
cared?
Well, yeah, I know. I know that game, whatever, but I don't think that was like we knew about it before they wanted us to or whatever. They did a really good job at keeping this secretive, and they're
They
doing
really did.
and they're doing a really good job at keeping us interested because look what we're doing right fucking now. We've been talking about it for 40 minutes.
I know, right? We're just like in this discussion mode about Sonic.
And we
Like-
haven't even gone into every possible detail about it we could. All we've talked about so far is the possibility of other characters with the fact that it's a new experience.
Well, that's for the other discussion videos. Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
there's
Click my videos. Making money.
there's so much we could talk about with this game, and you know, if people liked this, let us know, and I'm acting like it's it's my channel.
Exactly. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing on my channel?
What the fuck?
If you like this, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
Check
I'm gonna
out my
bring in-
channel for some more. No, I'm kidding. I don't do anything like this. I'm lazy.
You know what? If you people like this video a lot, I'm gonna bring Evan and Dorian, the what was he again? Producer of Sonic Prologue?
He basically did everything with Sonic Prologue. I mean, not everything. Like, obviously there were other people that helped, but he was like the main guy behind
He directed
Sonic Prologue.
it. He directed it.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
animated
yeah.
it, I think. I'm pretty sure he animated
Something
it.
like that. Okay, but if
Something.
you guys like this, I'm gonna bring in Evan and Dorian because we can talk about Sonic forever.
Do you want to explain the little backstory behind that?
I'm gonna explain it right now. So
Okay.
it was like, what was it like? Was it the day of the party or the day before?
It was the day of the party.
So it was the day of the Sonic party. So we were all like, it was like Evan and Dorian were just waking up. They woke up early as fuck,
Yeah,
and
to
so
go get
like
breakfast.
exactly because they wanted breakfast, and so like they left, and like me and Kyle were like, well we'll be down in like 30 minutes or something like that, and then like they came back up like 5 minutes later. They're like, we need the card. Oh shit. Okay, so then they grabbed the card, but then we started talking about Sonic halfway before they left the door. So they ended up just sitting there, and we talked about Sonic for 2 hours. 2 hours. And
bearing in mind that was before we had a game reveal, so we didn't even have anything new to talk about.
Exactly.
We were just talking.
We just straight up talked about Sonic, and it went on for hours.
It went on for like 2.5 hours, and then I check my phone and I'm like, guys, free breakfast ends in like 45 minutes. We have to go if we want free unlimited bacon. So then we just cut off our conversation. I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about. But
I don't remember
It was
either.
a solid Sonic conversation.
It was.
For
We were
2.5
just-
hours.
Exactly.
Like, I think we were
Like-
talking about what we all liked, what we would like to see improvements on. Basically, just general shit. But they both went into a lot of really good detail, which is why I think bringing both of them in another one would be a really awesome idea.
Yeah, because we could talk about Sonic for hours. Like,
I mean, that means
Unfortunately.
hell of a video for you to make, but whatever. I don't have to deal with that, so fuck you. Not my
I'm just probably gonna have the best game ever playing in the background. Unleashed.
Unleashed. Oh, that was weird. We both said Unleashed.
Wow, it's crazy.
It's like it's a fact or something. I don't know.
I know, right? It's like it should totally be ported over to PC or something. You know, something crazy like that.
Oh, I was gonna say we could talk about that, but we did that on over on my channel. The link is in the description. Actually,
I'll decide on that. You can't make this concrete. This is my channel.
fine. I'll fucking post a link in the comments. Guys, check the comments right now. I probably have a link posted to my Unleashed PC discussion I did last November.
Damn, was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was in November, dude. It was November 27th. I'm really weird. I remember dates. I don't know why. It was November 27th.
That's crazy. I did not know it was that long ago. It feels like it was 3 months ago.
It was November 27th because they had just revealed Lost World, and we were like, well, fuck, Unleashed is coming.
Yeah, true.
So it was like a really hot topic. That video, I'm looking at it right now. Oh, fuck off. November 28th. Same shit as 27th. Whatever. So if you want to see us talk about that, I'm not trying to plug my channel, but we did bring up a lot of good points, which is why I'm plugging it. That is there. Just go to November 2015. You'll fucking find it. It's got a really awesome thumbnail that I didn't make. And we're probably gonna have Dorian that's the guy who did Sonic Prologue, and then Evan, whoever the fuck might know, is Mardiculous, who a lot of people watched a long time ago before he died.
Before he fell off the planet. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, there's gonna be obviously more discussion videos on this channel. I'm gonna start bringing in more people, and there's gonna be a link in the description. It's concrete now, Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a link to our other discussion that we did over on Kyle's channel, and that basically concludes it because we talked for like almost 50 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
We are Sonic nerds. We are Sonic nerds.
And we didn't even go into as much detail as I could have.
Well,
we should
that's
just
because
do this over a stream one day once you start streaming. That would make it a lot
true,
easier.
we totally should. But yeah, more discussion videos later on. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, bitches.
So, what the fuck was that?
I just spit out my water all over my desk. My hands and face are soaked. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like... Oh, it feels like I had a good night. My face is all wet. Hands are all wet. Man. Okay, please edit that.